How is global food security becoming a geopolitical tool? Food is no longer just a resource, it is a lever of power. Nations that control food supply chains, agricultural exports, and critical commodities can influence global politics, reshape alliances, and pressure vulnerable countries. 10 ways food security shapes geopolitics. 1. Export power leverage. Major food exporters like the US, Brazil, and Russia can influence global markets, using grain and fertilizer supplies as political bargaining chips. 2. Import dependence. Food importing nations in the Middle East, Africa, and Asia become vulnerable to supply shocks, making them more reliant on powerful exporters for stability. 3. Weaponization of food. During conflicts or sanctions, countries restrict food exports to pressure rivals, as seen when Russia and Ukraine's grain disruption shook global markets. 4. Climate change pressure. Droughts, floods, and heat waves hit agriculture hard, forcing nations to compete for water, land, and resilient crops, increasing geopolitical tension. 5. Land acquisition abroad. Countries like China and Gulf states buy farmland in Africa and Latin America, securing long-term food supplies while expanding geopolitical influence. 6. Technological dominance. Nations leading in GM crops, fertilizers, and agricultural tech shape global farming standards and dependence on their innovations. 7. Global supply chain control. Whoever controls shipping lanes, grain routes, and fertilizer logistics can influence food prices and political stability worldwide. 8. Humanitarian leverage. Food aid becomes a diplomatic tool, allowing donors to win political support and shape policy in crisis-affected nations. 9. Domestic political stability. Food shortages or price spikes trigger protests and regime pressure, forcing governments to prioritize food security as a national security issue. 10. New strategic alliances.